Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, we're going to be customizing the Ocelot Pariah in Grand Theft Auto Online. This car is actually one of the fastest cars in the game. I believe it's actually the fastest car in the sports category, in terms of top speed at least. Let's hop in. I'm excited to customize this. Alright, so we're going to be going for a race car build with this thing, so we're actually going to be leaving the armor off of it. Brakes all the way up, of course. For the bumpers, we have front and rear options. We can do a secondary strip, carbon strip, tuner bumper, secondary strip tuner bumper, carbon strip tuner, GT bumper, secondary GT, or the carbon GT bumper. I think I'm gonna go for the regular GT bumper. I like that look. Carbon diffuser or carbon trim diffuser for the rear bumpers. Let's go for a carbon diffuser, why not? Engine all the way up, of course. For the hood, we can do a secondary hood, carbon hood, vented scoop hood, secondary vented scoop hood, carbon vented scoop hood, performance hood, secondary performance, carbon performance, GT hood, secondary GT, carbon GT, or stock. I think I honestly like the look of the vented scoop hood the best, so we're gonna go for that one. For the lights, we're gonna go xenon, of course. For the livery, we can do classic white stripes, classic black stripes, blue race stripes, red race stripes, black offset, white offset, black pointed stripes, white pointed stripes, or the Ocelot stripe. I think because it's a race car, we're probably going to go for the Ocelot stripe. I like that look. The plate, yellow on black, of course. For the respray, I'm really not sure what color to go with on this car. I feel like it looks probably really good in red, but honestly, I don't really know. Let's check out what the crew color looks like on it. Ooh, I feel like the crew color actually looks pretty good on this thing. I'm gonna go with the crew color. Why not? Next up, we got the roof. We can do a secondary roof or a carbon roof. We're gonna leave it just stock, I think, because I don't really love how the carbon sort of comes down to there and then just stops. I think that's kind of an ugly look. For these skirts, we can go carbon skirts or Pariah skirts. I like how it says Pariah on the Pariah skirts. We're gonna go for those. For the spoiler, we can do a tuner spoiler, secondary tuner, carbon tuner, type 2, secondary type 2, carbon type 2, GT spoiler, secondary GT spoiler, carbon GT spoiler, performance spoiler, whoa, okay, secondary performance, or carbon. Let's just go for the tuner spoiler. I feel like it looks kind of the best, kind of the most basic, but I just feel like it looks the best. Actually, you know what? The Type 2 spoiler looks a little better. We're going to go for that one. For the suspension, we're going to lower this thing all the way down. The transmission all the way up, of course, and the turbo as well. The wheels. Honestly, I really like the stock rims on this thing. Those would look really, really good. Let's see what the other high-end tires look like. I feel like the Cheetah Carbon tires look pretty good too. We're going to go for those. The color of them, I want to go for a red, just to match up with the body color. Doesn't seem like there's a red that's like bright enough though. Oh well, we'll go for regular red then. Tires, we're going to do a tire design on these, and we're actually going to leave the windows untinted as well. Let's take this thing down to the ground, do a little sound test and a review. Alright guys, here we are on the ground. Let's have a listen to how this thing sounds. I feel like this is one of the better sounding cars that I've customized recently. I actually like how this thing sounds. It's pretty good. Off the line, decent amount of wheel spin, not the worst, that's for sure. This car is rear wheel drive only, just to show you guys. As you can see, wheels glitching out a bit there, but it is rear wheel drive. You can trust me on that. Let's see how it handles and how it performs. The handling is not bad. The back end kind of likes to slide out a little bit, but it's not something that I wasn't really expecting. Obviously, this car is rear wheel drive, so it tends to happen when you get a very powerful rear wheel drive car. As you can see, it can also be a lifter, I guess, a scoop for lifting vehicles out of your way if you hit the right angle. Interesting. You can also jump right over vehicles too. The handling seems pretty good. It just did a little too much oversteer there, right as I was saying. The handling seems pretty good, so wasn't a fan of that. We're gonna have to see how this thing handles when we get further up the hill here into the more twisty section of the road. So far though, the acceleration definitely is a standout feature on this car. Like I said, it is one of the highest top speed cars in the entire game, and I believe it's the highest top speed car in the sports class. Alright, so the handling is a little bit sketch on corners like these. A car like the Italia GTO would absolutely monster this thing in the corners like that, unfortunately, but the Italia GTO is of course all-wheel drive and is also the fastest car on races in the stunt category, so not exactly super surprising. With that being said, yeah, the Pariah's handling is not the best, that's for sure. It's a little bit unpredictable at certain points. I don't necessarily hate it or anything, I don't even really mind it. For some of you guys, it might be a little bit to handle. I know the Pariah is definitely not everyone's favorite car car, that's for sure. That's a general consensus that I've sort of come to by reading, you know, my own comments and comments on other YouTube videos. Nobody really knows how they feel about this thing. Obviously, the acceleration and the top speed are very good, but the handling is a little bit subpar. Obviously, the car had to have something wrong with it though, otherwise it would just be really overpowered like the Italia GTO is. Anyway guys, I think that's pretty much it for the customization and review today. I would say if you want this car, you might as well buy it, but if you're expecting to win a bunch of races with it, especially in the sports category, it's probably not going to happen because the Italia GTO is just kind of better in every single way, unfortunately. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, if not dislike, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.